Hey guys, it's Steve at the Music Store. I'm here with Cassidy, and we're going to talk about the Eastman VL305 model. Now, one of the things I really like about this Eastman line is they actually make fractional size instruments. So oftentimes we get players who have been playing since they were 4. How old were you when you started playing?
6.
All right, so you were 6 years old, and my guess is at 6 you started on what, like an 8th size violin?
I think it was.
So little tiny guys. So what happens is these kids go from being 6 and they play for 4 or 5 years and they're finally into a half-size instrument, but they've got 4 years of play on them.
Right.
At this point, they're probably ready for a slightly better instrument. Eastman actually does a really good job of making fractional size instruments that sound good. Unlike some companies, and there are some out there, that make fractional size instruments that sound atrocious. They're choked off, they're terrible.
Yeah.
I really like this 305 series because they take it all the way down to the half size, so they make the half, 3/4, and full, and they do a really good job with it. One of the things I do like about the entire Eastman line is, again, they're entirely handcrafted. It's done in kind of factory level procedures, so in other words, instead of one person doing the entire thing, it's kind of a factory level. And if you watch our video series on what makes a better instrument, we'll talk about that a little bit. But this thing is a carved top instrument and sounds pretty good. Tell us what it looks like. What do you think?
I think it's kind of an orange gold color. It's very pretty. There are flames on the back, more defined.
Now, if you want, we're laughing a little bit because I just told Cassidy how we get this flaming. I won't tell you on the video, but if you ever want to know, come on down to the store. I'll tell you how we get this particular look, because this look is not grain. We bring it out of the instrument, so it has a nice flame to it, a nice look to it.
I'm sorry. Okay.
It's a funny story. Come on down.
It has a pretty standard look with the ebony chin rest, tailpiece, and the pegs, but it's a classical looking instrument. It's very pretty.
Now, on this level of instruments, we've gone away from the tailpieces that have the built-in fine tuners, and we've put it back to pegs. The reason being is, at this level of instrument, your pegs actually work, unlike a student quality instrument where it's really hard to move them around. Now, if you're still uncomfortable with doing all your work here, we've got 2 options here at the Music Store. One, we can put on a different tailpiece that has fine tuners built directly into it. That way we maintain fractional distances and a good sound out of the instrument. Or we can put on the really cool Whitner pegs, and we can install that. Come on down to the Music Store and we'll tell you about that. So Cassie, why don't you play this thing for us and show us what it sounds like. All right, so Cassidy, tell me what you think of the way it sounds.
It's a very beautiful sounding instrument. It has a deeper kind of sound to it, but I do like the high register a lot.
Do you find that it's balanced throughout the instrument?
It's pretty balanced.
Pretty balanced? Okay. So it could be better?
Yeah.
All right, so
But
that's
it's
fair enough.
pretty balanced.
Yeah. For an instrument that's in full package, violin, case, and bow, under $1,000, how's it sound?
Really, it's a beautiful sounding instrument.
All right,
It's a good
fantastic.
deal.
If you guys want to play this yourself or learn any more, come on down to the Music Store, and Cassidy and I will show you what's going on with the 305.